All right, I got 41 water gem boxes. We'll see if we get anything good. We'll probably get a bunch of 2-star stellars, but they'll probably be health regen
I
as
opened up
usual.
47, got 4 stellars. Three of
Oh
them were one
wow,
star, one 2-star, but none of them were that great stats. I was using them on getting classes for the challenge though.
yeah. I got a bunch of regiments there. Okay, we got a 1-star health regen and magic damage. Woo! I swear, like there's some kind of it's in the code. I wish I knew enough about computers. I could go and see like the source code. I think it's like a 85% chance if you get a 1 or 2 star stellar gem in this game, it's going to be health regen as the primary
Yeah,
stat.
just use two bloody just lose 2,000 water gem XP, water gem dust, and only leveled up this empower gem twice from 10 to 12
Wow.
using horseshoes as well. That's awful.
Yeah, so many people say the horseshoes and the luck bugs are pretty much useless, but I actually find that they do increase the chances like they're supposed to. I mean,
I
sometimes they
haven't
don't
that
seem
much.
to work, but
I I found that from level 7 to 10, the horseshoes are really good to use, but other than that, I haven't really found much use for them.
oh no, anything. Well, actually, around level 15, I find that from level 15 onward, yeah, pretty much anything's useless. Although I don't know, it doesn't seem like there's a big difference. There's not a big success rate between, say, just using a jade clover and a horseshoe. You
I
just
know
you,
so.
you just have to spend a bunch of dust. Now, once you get to level 20, you have to have a ninth life. Either that, or just plan
Yeah,
on getting a year's worth of gem dust and flux. Like it will break your bank on
yeah.
flux and gem dust if you try to level it without a ninth life. And that's
So
been my biggest complaint is them moving ninth lives out of the
yeah,
contest,
I
and now
think I
they're
have
so
like
hard to
two.
get.
Yeah, I know someone who has 1,000 of them. To
What?
be to be fair, he's a whale. I think he spent like thousands of pounds in this game. So
There's no way you can get that many. You have to buy them off the store practically to get
yeah,
that
he's
many.
he's he's bought a lot of them. I think. Yeah, he's pretty
Have you seen
rich.
how
So
expensive they are? It
yeah, he's that
translates
his
into
dad's a billionaire, so I don't think that matters that much to be honest.
yeah. So I mean, you're like, what is it, 750 credits or something? Which
Yeah,
for every credit, it translates to around what is it, 170 flux? I think.
something like 100, 130 or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there,
And
in
it
between
it
100 100.
translates to like I think every credit is worth 17 cents or something like that. So 17 cents times 750. I mean that adds up. That's a pretty chunk of change
Yeah,
for just one ninth life. So if you've got 3 empower gems and you can get them all 3 to level 25, that's 15. Let's say it's $5 for a ninth life. 15 times 5, in order to get your character absolutely max level, you're spending a lot of money on this. You're spending about as much as a normal video game cost. And
well, these are the
that's
people who in every MMO they just buy everything. They're the ones who keep the game running. To be honest.
no man. If I'm gonna spend money on this game, it's gonna be like on Patreon
Yeah,
or because
same.
it's what it says. It's you're a patron. You're supporting the
Yeah,
game. You're supporting the
I've got
developers.
I've got my birthday coming up in a couple of weeks, so I might use some money from that, get some Patreon for a bit.
The question is, do I try to level this 1-star stellar up to level 5 and see what the third stat is? Because I'll take a health
I always do
regen.
that.
Yeah, I'll
I
take a
always do
health
that.
regen if the second and third stats are good. Because I do
To be
have
fair,
some inferior characters
like
I'll put them on.
90% of the time, like yeah, you can hit level 5 like just without any like fails. So
Yeah.
I usually go for it to see. It takes like 600-700 dust. It's not that bad.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to hang on to this one, and if I get desperate for a magic damage gem, then I'll put that in there. Oh, I forgot I had lesser dragon caches to sell here.
Seriously, unless I have Patreon, I run out of dust so quick.
I need to count my flux, see if I had. Let's see, I got 13 mega flux tanks
Am I
and
solo in this dungeon? Apparently so.
17, 18,
No,
19,
I
20.
I think I have a leech drop there. I can't really tell though.
All right, I'm gonna TP to you. Are you still in Uber 9?
I'm in fire now. I need to farm some fire.
Yeah.
I do need to farm water, but I need to farm fire as well. So.
All right. Hopefully, my stinking game doesn't crash my recording. Cut down this game. All right, now I can hear you better. Less noise going on.
All right.
I gotta get a better.
Oh yeah,
costume.
there is a leecher up there. Bloody knew it. Where is he? Sitting up on the top of these dragons. Where'd the other guys go? They went to the 3-star. Do you want to go down there?
I don't know. I can solo, so I'm just gonna go
Oh,
on my own
okay.
path. I get tired
Alright.
of having to look at the map and follow the flock.
I thought he was just AFK, but he's actually Legion.
Oh god, I hate
So
playing
much.
Gunslinger on this one because I just end up blowing such a big hole in the floor.
I hate Legions so much though.
They need to do away with glass bottom dungeons. They suck. See, because I just fell through.
Yeah. I think Leeches should still get XP, but I think like in order to like get loot, I think you should have like do a portion of damage.
Well, I mean, there is a drawback to Legion. If you don't get close enough to where the chest open, you don't get the loot.
It's not that much of a problem.
Oh
most
god,
times,
I am stuck. Where am I? I hate some of these dungeons. I don't even. I'm not.
where's
even
the chest?
I don't know. I'm leaving it. I didn't hear my magic find go off, so screw
I
it.
didn't hear the chest break at all. So
It's not worth it. I'm just gonna avoid those globe dungeons from now on because I'm gunslinger. I just end up screwing it up. Oh, I won
See,
a contest on Trovosaurus today.
what for?
The it's one of the badly drawn ones. I literally just sketched it in like 5 minutes last night on my tablet
Yeah.
and submitted it. So I got the message today, and I can't decide on which pack to get. I got basically a lot of $20 packs I can choose from,
Oh, lucky.
but some of the packs I already bought, and the other packs that I can choose from, I already have like most of the items in it.
I need to pick up the essentials pack as soon as I can. To be honest.
Oh yeah, that's the best.
I still don't have it because I haven't spent any money in this game. Like I don't have the money to spend on it really. So.
Well, cheappunk.com used to have it for half price on there, but he doesn't do Trove packs anymore.
Fair enough.
So,
I know a lot of people who actually buy flocks. Like,
dude, go on Trovosaurus and enter the art contest. They always have like the art contest where they draw random winners. So you can draw like a smiley face, and as long as you got an account with them, which is free and stuff.
yeah, I do.
And then they have, of course, like the badly drawn contest, so you don't even have to be good at it. So then you have a chance of being one of the ones they pick, and also being a random one. So, of course, as soon as I start recording, my drops are crap. I was getting pretty good drops there.
Yeah, because the essentials pack is like it's good.
Yeah, that's one of the ones you can win though, so you could get it for free. And yeah, it's totally worth it, especially now that you can trade in. I mean, deconstruct the class coins. And
Yeah,
get the
but
Patreon
that's not
coins.
that's not gonna be for that long. I don't think so.
Yeah, all the more
I don't
reason
know.
to just go ahead and buy the essentials pack.
Well, I don't have the money, honestly.
You got to get out there and cut grass, do something like that.
I don't have time. I got school on Saturdays, isn't it?
Oh wow. Are you in college or like high school? Or what?
I think I'd be. I'm not sure how it works in America. I think I'd be a senior in high school. I'm not sure
Like
how it works in.
So
How
like
old are your seniors?
17, 18.
Oh no, a bit younger than that. Then.
You'd probably be
I'm
like a
about-
junior.
I'm about to turn 16 in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. That's weird. You
I don't,
sound
I don't
older
really
than
get
that.
the American school system, to be honest.
I can explain the American school system to you very quickly. It's terrible. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
see.
I
I
live-
teach at a community college,
Yeah.
so I get to see the product of our wonderful education system.
I live
every
in the
day.
UK, and it's from what I've heard, like just I play in a server with a streamer. Do you know It's Blinky?
No.
He streams Trove, and I've known him for a bit, and I'm in his Discord server. And we usually chat about like we spend like hours chatting about differences between the UK and the US.
Hmm.
And like one thing is the school system over here is probably a lot better.
Oh yeah.
But until university anyway, you guys got pretty good universities.
Yep, that's where we kind of excel. But you know,
Yeah. We've got good ones. We've got really good ones as well. But like, if you want the top of the top,
I don't know. I mean, Oxford kind of sucks, doesn't it?
it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's kind of sort of famous for being a great college.
Most people try and get Cambridge at my school.
Oh yeah, Cambridge. Yeah, yeah. Matter of fact, some of the American universities that are so well respected now, like Harvard and Princeton. The funny
Yeah.
thing about that is that they all started as seminaries back in the day, and they actually didn't have a whole lot of respect academically. But now they're
Yeah.
like these respected institutions, and they're not seminaries by any means. They're not.
One thing I find crazy is like how old stuff is considered in the US. Like I saw a post on Reddit the other day where someone was talking about how their school was founded in like the end of the 1800s and how that was considered old. And I looked at the founding date for my school and it was 1432.
Yeah, yeah. When when one of your alumni is like Sir Isaac Newton, you know you gotta.
Yeah.
It's like from the 1600s.
It's
Yeah,
like-
that
it's
is
like-
true. Well, us
It's like,
Americans.
oh, that does sound pretty old. I look at my 1432. It's like, all right, yep. My school was founded 450 years before yours.
Yeah. Gosh, my drops. I'm not getting a whole lot of anything. Oh wow, and the two shadows that have dropped are just regular shadows. That's brilliant. Uh, so some of the differences between Britain, or I guess you would say the UK, and America. I love some of the words you guys have for things that don't really sound
Oh
like
yeah, that
great.
war.
Well, like, okay, in America, if you want a bag of, like, thinly sliced, deep fried potatoes that are heavily salted, we say those are potato chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys say crisp, which is such
Yeah,
a British sounding word, you know?
Well, it's the sound they make in it when you bite into them.
Yeah, yeah, it's onomatopoeia. I get it, but, like, I don't know. It's just,
And then
and then you say chips for French fries.
yeah, no. Our chips, sorry, our chips are like the big fat ones, you know, the ones you
They're
kind of
French fries. That's what we
the
call
ones you get at the pub,
fries.
yeah. But then the thin ones, like the ones you get at McDonald's, that's what we call fries. But our chips are big fat ones, you know.
Oh, so there is a subtle difference there. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And okay, I want you to say this word for me. I'm gonna spell it out because I love the way British people say this word. Jaguar.
Jaguar.
Oh, you say it. You say it a little different. Maybe it's a dialect thing because
I don't know. Wait, I don't know. Like, that come out of my mouth pretty weird. Yeah, I never heard
say it
myself
again.
say it like that.
Say it again.
Jaguar.
No, you say it a little different because I've heard maybe it's because I mean obviously different British people speak with
Yeah.
different dialects. A
If
Yorkshireman.
I say it slowly, I say it like Jaguar.
No, the way I've heard it said that is just it really makes it sound like a sexy word. Is like jaguar.
Oh,
Like-
I've not heard that. No, I live in
Yeah.
the south. Like, I
Ah,
used to live in London, and I got
see,
like.
I would think
I
that
got-
would be a Southern England way of saying it. Definitely doesn't sound like a Liverpool way of saying it, or Manchester. You know, it's like they have that what do you call it, more Cockney accent up there.
It might be, but I don't really have a posh accent, do I? So.
Yeah,
I
it's a
wouldn't know.
very, very posh way of saying jaguar. Like in America, we say jaguar, which
Yeah.
sounds terrible.
One
But
thing I've
jaguar.
noticed is that the US is really based around race, while the UK is really based around kind of social class.
Oh yeah, y'all got that old tradition from the aristocracy. And see, we did away with that whole idea of, the the king and the queen are appointed by God, and how if you defy the king and queen, you're defying God. We did
Yeah.
away with that nonsense because we're a product of the Enlightenment, and despite
But the
that,
thing is, like, I found that America is kind of like can be like really, really like racist. Like,
well,
it's like-
given our past,
it's
that's
really,
understandable.
it's really prevalent. Like I found, like,
Well, that's because you Brits did away with slavery and were advocates of abolition long before our country got its act together. So
Yeah,
y'all don't have as much of a problem. Like, it's actually something your country can be proud of. Like, your artists and your philosophers and stuff were like condemning American slavery long before our own artists and
yeah.
philosophers were condemning it. So it's like actually a pretty good. It's pretty good, star on your lapel there.
Like I
That
found that like in the US, like kind of like sort of like black people were like expected to talk a certain way and stuff. But
uh-huh.
then like in the UK, like right now I'm talking in like kind of a poorish London accent, but it's not very strong because I moved away from London, obviously. But
Mhm.
like it's based like if you're black, you're not expected to talk like a black person. Like, but if you're poor and from London, you're expected to talk like a strong London accent.
Yeah, well,
Like
like the black guy that was in The Force Awakens, like he's from the UK, and like when he speaks, he sounds like every other British person does to us American
yeah,
ears, and that's like something that again boils down to America's past with slavery and stuff because through American slavery and even after slavery during Reconstruction and the whole Jim Crow laws and stuff, there was like so much of a push to separate the races, and that pretty much led to the African Americans, kind of developing their own culture because
yeah,
they couldn't really be they wouldn't why would they adopt the white culture if the whites were telling them you don't belong with us,
yeah.
so they kind of developed their own culture, and that's the thing is like if you in America, if you're a black man or a black woman and you speak like proper English, and you can be potentially looked down upon by other blacks. They see you as
Yeah,
kind of a sellout, or you're too.
I've heard that. Yeah,
Yeah, and it's sad because it's really hurt the ability for the races to get along better because I
it's
think
not like that
it's
in the UK. Like,
I know, and it's sad in America, but there's like this even though we try, even for those of us that are trying to get everybody to get along better. Ooh, I got a centaur drop. That's 4 of them I have now. Give that out as a prize for our soccer tournament for our club.
nice.
Um, well, wait, do you have a centaur mount yet?
I don't know actually.
Okay, here, I'll give it
I,
to you because I got 3 in my
alright.
personal chest, and it would be mastery points for you. But yeah, it's kind of sad in America because even the people on both sides of the fence that would like to see whites and blacks get along a lot better,
Yeah,
it's the problem is that the white people don't want the white culture to be compromised, and the black people
yeah.
don't want their black culture to be compromised or be accused of selling out to the whites.
See,
So there's like this precious, holding on to this cherished culture on both sides, and nobody's willing to budge. I got a trading post over here. Whenever you're ready.
oh yeah, I'm just
It's
looking
like
at
neither
books.
one. It's like they fear. White people fear that if black people become too mainstream, that it's going to compromise white culture, and it's not necessarily that they feel like black culture is worse. It's just it's a foreign culture. It might as well be Arabic or Turkish culture. It's like it's something that we're just not very familiar
Yeah,
with, and we don't understand it, and we're not even allowed to understand it because then you're just a white person trying to be black, and then you're ridiculed for that. So that's the real problem is that I just wish the cultures would stop having so much fear and understand that that's just the way cultures are. They evolve, they change. I mean, your culture is not going to be the same 100 years from now. It's going to change whether you want it or not. So stop being so scared that your culture is going to die out or something. It's
yeah.
it's not going to die out. It's going to change. I mean,
Like, like London is one of the most like kind of like racially diverse places in UK,
hmm
obviously, and like people there, like if you grew up in the same place as London, you'll speak the same, act the same, all that stuff, and there's like only slight differences between black and white people. Obviously, there is still some kind of like disparity between them, like America, but it's definitely not as prevalent. Like you'll see some people like if someone's like light skin black or dark skin black, you'll see some kind of like like playful insults go towards each other, but it's nothing
Hmm.
like massive differences between them. Like it doesn't matter if you're like white or black. If you grew up in the same like place, or as they call it there, like the same ends, then you're basically the same. So
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot less. Of course, although, with the whole Brexit thing and Europe in general, there is a lot of xenophobia when it comes to
yeah,
Middle Eastern people. And I think, I kind of understand why too, because it does seem like, you know, I mean,
I find less so in the UK as well. Obviously, because like, we have a lot of Indians and a lot of like Muslims and all that stuff like living here. Like
well, Indians
they're
are
like one of the
more
biggest
like
cultures over
Asians.
here.
I don't think anybody in the UK has a. Plus,
Yeah,
the
but a lot of
UK.
people still attack them for like just being like looking the same as like Arabic people or
Oh yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Here in America, after 9/11 happened, actually the first person killed in America in retaliation for that was a Sikh. He was, he wasn't even a freaking Muslim, but he had wore a towel on his head, or it wasn't a towel, the Sikhs don't even wear like a similar garment on their head than the Arabs do. But I guess dumb American, redneck American didn't know any better, and he like went to the guy's convenience store or something like that and killed him. Thought he was
Yeah,
doing America a favor.
but because people have been immigrating here for so long, like people don't. It's not as like bad. Like there's not many attacks here.
Yeah. Well,
Also,
plus y'all
having
don't
a
have
low rate of crime
guns.
helps. Yeah, but it's mostly knife crime, which like there's not that much gun crime to be honest. Like
Nah.
people say, oh, we need to relax the laws. If someone wants a gun, they're gonna get it. But really, not really, because like only like people who are planning big stuff can get a gun. Like it's not like you guys have school shootings. It's not like that ever happens here, because like the type of person who would shoot up a school doesn't know the people to get a gun.
Yeah.
It's only the people who would already have guns anywhere else that can really get hold of them. So
Well, I think Australia, not enough people look at Australia. Australia, I mean, a lot of people say, well, America's never going to get rid of their guns. I mean, we're the cowboy country and stuff like that. Look at Australia. That country was practically, what was it? It was a penal colony for England. So you've got these rough group of people that live in a very dangerous place in the world. They gave up their guns, and it was a hugely successful government program they did. And their gun violence is pretty much diminished by such large numbers. How can you not be a fan of that? And I'm gonna die
yeah,
here. Why's my ult? Oh, my stupid energy's depleted.
yeah,
Have you
I got
noticed?
knocked into lava, and sometimes when you press a pot and you don't get the health,
Yeah, and sometimes your
that's what
energy
happens here.
depletes all the way and it doesn't come back.
Oh, if you're jumping or something, it won't refill.
Oh, I didn't think normal jumps took away
Yeah,
energy. I just
they
that's
they,
why.
they don't take away energy. They just stop it refilling.
Oh, I thought you
Were you
explained
here?
that.
Were you here back when shifts used to take energy?
Nah.
You could never use it. It was useless because it used to take like half your energy down.
Oh wow. Yeah, I've got 4 things left. I think I can res you. I don't know. I think this totem, every time it puts out. Well, that was quick. They usually take more hits. But I mean, if you look at Australia, their gun violence has like
Yeah,
plummeted so much since they did that. And I mean, and Australia has, they let, from my understanding, I may be incorrect on this, but they let the people who kind of need guns let them have them, like hunters and
yeah,
people
yeah.
that
Well,
have.
same here. Farmers, hunters,
Yeah.
they can get guns
Oh,
like
I've seen
reasonably
Hot
easy.
Fuzz. I know that I know that people out in the country have guns because I was watching Hot Fuzz and it kind
Yeah,
of I had to do a double take because like they had all those guns and I was like, well, wait a minute. But then he
yeah.
was out in a rural
Well,
place.
it's not like massive like assault rifles, but shotguns easily, rifles. Yep,
Yeah,
for
but here
sure.
in America, if you got the
But,
proper permits and
yeah.
stuff, you can get like.
Even then, a lot of people complain. Like, I mean, they have. I think that is a bit too strict because like, I shoot at school, right? We got a shooting range, and I do sport. I shoot with two rifles, and a lot of people complain because they kind of ban like they made it really hard to do pistols, like the pistol that for sports. And a lot of people are complaining about that, but so that is a bit strict. But I think in general it's pretty good. 'Cause even though you can't go to the range and shoot like big guns that you can in America, you can still shoot guns intended for sports.
Hmm.
So like reasonably easy as well. You don't even need a license if there's a club near you. If you sign up at the club, they do it all for you.
Yeah, I've got the cornerstone some kind of
I
bad.
mean,
I'm
I
about to
never even
die.
signed up for anything. I just shoot at my school. Like we've got a good range. Recently got rebuilt and stuff. So
I just got a punchy penguin from a chest. Let's see how much they.
it's a bit weird, because I moved out of London for education, but then I got like a not really a scholarship. Like I got a bursary into like a posh school.
Hmm.
So it's one of those you got to pay like 25 grand a year kind of schools, and
Uh,
but so I got 100% bursary, so I don't have to pay anything. So it's pretty good, but
nice.
like it's a bit weird.
Yeah.
It's so like yeah, everyone there is so rich and stuff. Like they were like Russians with like billionaire dads and stuff.
Well, how many people from the UK are there usually?
Oh, there's a lot of people from the UK, but there's like at least half of the school, like out of 2,000 people, is immigrants.
Okay. Like, do any of the people, like look down on you because of your accent or like the
A little
elitism we
bit,
talked about?
a little bit. Like, well, I guess quite a bit actually. Like people always point out my accent, but no one like, it's not a massive thing.
Yeah, it's like with England, the things that you guys discriminate each other over. I mean, granted, here in America, we definitely take our football, pretty seriously. But like not all of America are football fans. I could care less about it. But like, it seems to me like in the UK, like the football team you pull for, like okay, soccer,
It's
what we call
pretty serious.
soccer. Like if
Yeah,
you're a Manchester United fan, that can bring you some real hatred from somebody who
people,
likes.
it's crazy. Like, I mean, it's sometimes hilarious at some of the chants. Like, there's one team who were losing, right?
Yeah.
4-0, and the team that were losing started chanting like for about 5 minutes. Let's imagine we scored the goal, which is pretty hilarious. And then there was another team though they were thrashing like 5-3 or something, and the winning team started shouting, um, "You guys, you guys burnt your town down," because some people accidentally set the town on fire, right?
Oh
And it was
wow.
it was it was I mean it was a playful insult. It was pretty hilarious, and everyone had a laugh about it. But then you get some serious ones like like some teams just start like there's riots and stuff in the stadium and all that. It can get a bit crazy.
Ooh, 2-star fire. Oh wow.
What?
No way. The stats are freaking amazing. Fizz damage, crit hit.
I
2-star
haven't got I
stellar.
haven't got enough boxes for my guaranteed yet. So
Well, you got Patreon, don't you? Oh, that's
yeah, I
right. I
do.
already had like half karma.
Yeah,
Like
I
I
didn't.
mean,
Mine was pretty much empty on this
yeah.
one.
Well, we can do some more if you need to hit your karma. Hopefully, you'll get something
Yeah,
good. I
and then I'll
have.
do some more in the mornings.
It's
It's
been a.
like it's 11:15 right now.
It's been a while since I've gotten that good of a drop. Cool. Well, I think I'm gonna stop recording before my game decides to crash, as Trove likes to do. But
Fair
yeah,
enough.
it's good talks. We got a little political, but hey, we stayed civil. Nobody got angry. Nobody got to yelling. Nobody insisted their opinion was the only one that was acceptable. Can you imagine that? Usually on the internet, it just
That's what it is
digresses
like.
and
That's what it was like yesterday when I was in the chat with Blinky, and we were all arguing about the correct way to pronounce stuff, like how we say it in the UK, like because like I don't know, it's something stupid like you guys say sidewalks or whatever, and we say pavements, and we're having like arguments over that, and then we were having arguments about who has the better crisp flavors. So we were like, oh yeah, we got like roast chicken and stuff, and they were like, oh yeah, but we got sour cream and cheese or whatever. It's like stupid.
oh, come here real quick. Tell me if you've got this ally because it dropped for me just now, and it's not actually selling that much. It's like 2K in the
Which one? I can't
the
see it.
trading post next to the forge.
Oh, I thought you were gonna equip it and show me.
Nah. Do you have that one? Like when you hover your mouse over it?
Mm, no, I don't.
There you go. You can have it because
Wait,
it's only like 2K in the market.
how did that drop without like the pirate thing?
The what?
How did that drop? Don't you need like to open the things from the pirate guys?
No, that's it was the adventure box, one of the adventure
Oh,
boxes.
okay. Because I think the only other penguin one I've got is like the Shadow Penguin one, which is actually alright. I can't remember where I got it from now.
Uh,
Prefect Penguin. I don't even remember where I got that from.
nope. Well, yeah, I've had a few of them drop, and the funny thing is, they
What's
only
it?
started dropping for me after I bought them from the market because I just got tired of them not dropping for me. So anyway, I'm gonna end the recording before Trove decides to crash.
Alright.
So we'll be back for the next video.